This is another video in the series Step by Step on how to create your virtual classroom in Microsoft Teams. It's been designed with further education and training in mind, but is applicable to other areas of education also. By the end of this video, you will be able to create your own class team using your own layout. You can customize it, channels and labels. You can add members to your team, upload files, pin files, post to your team, create assignments in Teams, use feedback, use rubrics, create announcements, do general housekeeping like adding or removing students or deleting teams, using chat features, saving files as PDFs, and at the end I'm going to show a checklist of should-haves which will tell you all you need to know about Teams meetings. First of all, why would you use Microsoft Teams as a learning platform? Well, LWETB have access to Microsoft 365 and it is supported by an external support service, which is useful. You can also create a virtual classroom, send and receive group and private messages, send assignments to your learners, give feedback, create rubrics or marking schemes for your learners. You can host live classes and you can share documents live with your learners. There are a few ways to sign into Microsoft Teams. You can sign in through office.com and log in with your LWETB email address and password, or you can download the desktop app onto your computer. You will find that on my Tracy's Tell Classroom YouTube channel. When you start using Microsoft Teams, you have to get used to the terminology. So I'll just show you here. This is your Teams name. In this case, it's Teams Bite Size. Then you have channels. There's different names of the channels, and then you also have the tabs across the top. Okay, so the channels are down the side, the tabs are across the top. And activity, chat, teams, assignments, calendar and calls. This is called the Me section because I'm the only person that can see the information contained in there. And up here is the We section. Everybody can see the information. Okay. I recommend using the Teams app, and that's what I am using here, the Teams desktop app that you download onto your computer. So when I get in here, I have activity that shows the latest things I've been working on in Teams. Then you've chat, that'll show your private chat with people. Then you have teams, they're the teams you're a member of. Then assignments, any assignments you've created, or if you're a student, any assignments you have due. Then you'll see your own personal calendar, which will contain details of any meetings you have set from your calendar. Then you can make calls, then any files you've stored. But what I'm concerned with now is making a new team. So to make a new team, you click Join or Create a Team, and then you click Create a Team. And I recommend choosing the class team for when you're using it in the classroom. And I'm going to call this just test team, and this is a test team. Go to next. You can join your students in. You just type their email addresses in. If you want to add a teacher in with you as well, you just click teacher and add them in there. And then you just go add and close. And there you go, you've created your first team. So what you'll see in here is you'll see there's just one channel called the general channel, and then you'll see all the tabs across the top. So you'll see post, files, class notebook, assignments and grades. So that's what you see along the top. So I won't be covering all those today, but there is a course on using Class Notebook in the Bite Size support team. So you can decide what you want to add for your channel. Do you want to add them week by week, or do you want to add them by topic? So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to add them by week. So I'm just going to click the 3 dots beside the team name and go to add channel, and I'm going to call it week 1 and add, and I'd repeat that for however many number of weeks that there was on the course. Okay, so you get the idea. Now if I didn't want to show week 2 to my learners, I would just click hide and they wouldn't be able to see it until I was ready for them to do the work. And you can see it appears in italics here for me, just as a visual reminder to eventually block it or unhide it. So I'm just going to go back to another team that is created using categories. So if we just go in here, you'll see I have office procedures, and I have it here on topics actually. So this is just an office procedures one, and there's some of the topics. So I just have it organized by topic, but that'd be your own choice how you make your own classroom, as it is all the time. Okay, so back into my test team, and I'm going to show you how to add some files. So if we just click files, upload files, and I'll just pick something off the desktop there. Okay, and I will upload that. You'll see there it says uploaded. It depends on the speed of your internet. So I just uploaded some PhET Learner resources. If you haven't already got a copy of that, ask your coordinator. I sent it on to all the coordinators by email to distribute to you. Okay. So if I wanted to mark that as being important for the learners, I would click the 3 dots beside it and pin to top. And what it'll put that up there at the top and just make it as a visual reminder for your learners. Okay, so I recommend anything that you don't want your students to make changes to that you save as a PDF. So I'm just going to show you how to save a file as a PDF. Okay, so here's the document I am just going to save as a PDF file. So to save it, this will work the same in Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You go File, Save As, Browse, and where it says Save As type, you save as a PDF. Now the reason that you might do that is that your learners would be able to open this on any computer they were working on, or mobile device, or iPad, or tablet, or smartphone. So back into the team again, and I'm going to upload that file. So I just go upload files. I save that in the desktop in the Teams assignment folder as answer sheet template. Okay, just going to upload that. Okay. So you could do that under each of your weeks. Now, something else that you might want to do is create an assignment for your learners. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So we go to assignments at the side, pick the class you want to set your assignment for, go to next, go to create assignment and give it a name. I'm going to call it work placement, and then I'm going to give some instructions. Now you could just upload your assignment brief in here, but I'm just going to type in instructions. 1. Research on the internet. 3 places in Longford you could apply for work placement. enter the name of the 3 places. Don't forget to include the address. Okay. Use the template provided, or we'll call it answer sheet. Use the answer sheet provided. So what you do is you add the resources, so which is the answer sheet. So I have that already there somewhere. So I called it answer sheet. Okay, I'll just upload it from the computer, it's quicker. So there's my answer sheet. And because I want them to make changes to it, it's in Microsoft Word. And I need to make sure that when I upload it, it'll be automatically set that students can't edit. So what we do is click the 3 dots and we click students edit their own copy. And we can also click open in Teams, which will open it up in Teams for them, which is what we want to make it easy for them. Okay. So that's great. So then you decide if there's any marks going for it. I'm saying I'm given 10 marks. And I'm just a rubric. You can make your own. Basically, it's just a simple marking scheme. I'm just going to pick one I have here already. I'll call it book review. And basically, it just says accuracy, content, plot, presentation. It doesn't make sense for what I'm doing, but just for the purposes of this video, I'll just attach it to it. Then you pick your due date and time. And then you assign it, and a notification will be sent to each member of your class, and they will also be sent a reminder before it's due. So now I'm just going to show you an assignment I've already made. Went into assignments, and so into assignments, and I picked office procedures, and I went to next, and I'll just go into this one, office equipment. So it shows me the students it was assigned to. If they had handed it in, it'd say handed in. You can give them whatever feedback you want by typing it in there. You can give whatever marks you want. You can return them back to the students for them to read the feedback. Okay. And I haven't returned anybody back. Alright. So just to show you what it looks like in terms of the students. So this one, they just had to complete a quiz by Friday. So it was just a link directly to a Kahoot quiz that they had to have finished by Friday. So now I'm going back into my test team again. And this time I want to show you how to add an important document to the top of the channel. This might be like your class contract or important dates or anything that you want to add up to the top here. If we just go to plus and PDF and we pick whichever file, the file already has to be uploaded to files like I showed you earlier. So we'll use the PhET Learner Resources. And you can see then it appears up at the top. So if you want to rename it something else, like I'm going to call it read this. And just it remains up at the top, very clear for the learners. Okay. So then I want to show you how to make an announcement. So if you want to announce, make an announcement in your class, it's very simple to do that. What you do is you go at and you write your team name and then write whatever your messaging is, and that will press this arrow and that will contact everybody in your team. But if you want to make it look a bit more visual, if you just click in and instead of new conversation being at the top, click the drop down and choose announcement and type in whatever you want. and then you just press the arrow for go, and you can see it's very clear and easy to see for everyone. If you just want to contact one person on that team, what you do is just go @ symbol and their name, and then go, and that will just contact that one person. They will get notification in their email and in their Teams. So next I want to show you how to do some basic house. So if a learner leaves your class, you can just click in and you can manage your team. So it was the 3 dots, manage your team, and in there you'll see your members, and you can click the X to get rid of your learner. You can also mute your students, so if somebody is inappropriately commenting or anything, if you just click on it, you can mute your students. Okay, so they're just things you might want to know. Basically anything you want to find is in here in Manage Team. You can add your channel, you can add a new member, you can edit the team name, there's lots of things in there that you can do. Okay, so the final thing I want to say is I recommend that everybody makes a demo team for themselves, and what you can do in there is you can practice your assignments, and you can make phone calls, video calls there to yourself to practice sharing. All you do is just click on the Meet now, so you just create a team and wouldn't add any students to it, and you can practice away in there using the Meet. You will find loads of links and tutorials under the EdTech Bite-Size teams. So if you just go into EdTech Bite-Size support on your teams, or if you're not a member, email me at edtech@lwetb.ie and I will add you to the team. And I'll just finish off just showing you a slide of what you should be able to do in Microsoft Teams. So you should be able to know how to sign in, send a message, tag a person, use the emojis, upload, delete, download files. You should be able to create a team, edit a team, add team members, delete a team. You should be able to add channels, manage channels, hide channels, linking to your SharePoint, linking to websites, adding document libraries, assignments using the templates I showed you, creating your own rubrics, feedback and marks. So just to let you know, there is a course on using Class Notebook and OneNote in the Bite-Size teams for you to access there. Thanks for watching.